Coming soon to the Jean Cocteau Virtual Cinema at www.jeancocteaucinema.com, JeanCocteauCinema.com, or their Facebook or other online. You can also keep track with the Julesworks Follies Facebook page on Sunday, May 31st, the end of the fine month of May in this crazy quarantine 2020. The Julesworks Follies 63rd edition premieres at 4 p.m. Mountain Time for free on the virtual cinema of the Jean Cocteau. The Julesworks Follies 63 Not Quite Monthly Variety Show presents the Not Quite Live Safely Quarantined Edition Annual-ish Anniversary Birthday Salute episode. The 63rd live show for birthday anniversary would have been at the end of April. So since then, the Jean Cocteau, the Julesworks folks have been planning, thanks to support from the Jean Cocteau, the Not Quite Monthly Live this time, live-ish, free-ish, monthly-ish, Julesworks Follies free, quarantined, open, jamboree, hoo-dandy coming soon. Not quite anniversary-ish birthday salute has been being planned for y'all. Meow, brains are sexy. So tune in for free to the Jean Cocteau Cinema on Sunday, May 31st at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Left Coast, 6 p.m. East Coast. If you're watching, thanks to George Martin's new train that he's added to the things he owns, as well as the Jean Cocteau Cinema anywhere around the galaxy, you figure out the time zone, 4 p.m. Mountain Time. From then on, tune in for the free screening of the Julesworks Follies live variety show. Coming soon to the Jean Cocteau Virtual Cinema at www.jeancocteaucinema.com, JeanCocteauCinema.com, or their Facebook or other online. You can also keep track with the Julesworks Follies Facebook page on Sunday, May 31st, the end of the fine month of May in this crazy quarantine 2020. The Julesworks Follies 63rd edition premieres at 4 p.m. Mountain Time for free on the virtual cinema of the Jean Cocteau. The Julesworks Follies 63 Not Quite Monthly Variety Show presents the Not Quite Live Safely Quarantined Edition Annual-ish Anniversary Birthday Salute episode. The 63rd live show for birthday anniversary would have been at the end of April. So since then, the Jean Cocteau, the Julesworks folks have been planning, thanks to support from the Jean Cocteau, the Not Quite Monthly Live this time, live-ish, free-ish, monthly-ish, Julesworks Follies free, quarantined, open, jamboree, hoo-dandy coming soon. Not quite anniversary-ish birthday salute has been being planned for y'all. Meow, brains are sexy. So tune in for free to the Jean Cocteau Cinema on Sunday, May 31st at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Left Coast, 6 p.m. East Coast. If you're watching, thanks to George Martin's new train that he's added to the things he owns, as well as the Jean Cocteau Cinema anywhere around the galaxy, you figure out the time zone, 4 p.m. Mountain Time. From then on, tune in for the free screening of the Julesworks Follies live variety show. Hey, Stella, coming soon? Right, Stella? Stella, look over there. Show everybody. Stella. Where? There she is. Out of tail. There, well. Anyway, Stella will probably make her way right over here. Coming soon to the Jean Cocteau Virtual Cinema, Not Quite Monthly, Not Quite Live this time, live-ish, free-ish, monthly-ish, Julesworks Follies free, quarantined, open, jamboree, hoo-dandy, coming soon, Not Quite Anniversary, annual birthday salutes, has been being planned for y'all, meow. The Julesworks Follies, number 63, Santa Fe's Not Quite Monthly Variety Show presents the Not Quite Live, Safely Quarantined Edition Anniversary Birthday Salute episode. As we say, brains are sexy. Julesworks number 63 to air on Sunday, not Saturday, not Friday. When I say Sunday, whether I say the 29th, the 18th, the 39th, I mean Sunday, the 31st, on the Jean Cocteau Virtual Cinema at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. Thanks to the Rolling Stones, I've learned a bit more what BST is. PST is 2 o'clock, or 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock MST, 6 o'clock Eastern, East Coast, and definitely Central. I will say 5 because one of our performers, Lehman Kessler, is in Ohio. The Julesworks Follies 63rd Safe, Not Quite Live Quarantined Edition coming its premiere on Sunday, May 31st. Sunday! From the Jean Cocteau Virtual Cinema. Thanks to George Martin and his new train being broadcast all the way around the galaxy, just like Tom Hanks. The Jean Cocteau Virtual Cinema, starting at 4 p.m., will host the Julesworks Follies 63rd Not Quite Live Edition. So gather around, 4 o'clock Mountain Time, 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock in Ohio, and all those other things. Get your libations, your imbibements, your treats, and gather around JeanCocteaucinema.com, JeanCocteauCinema.com. You can also find it on their Facebook, I believe, and others. The Julesworks Follies Facebook could guide you there. So, be there. 4 o'clock. That's right. Not this Sunday. The Sunday after. Well, who knows when you're watching this. Sunday the 31st, the last of this fine May in the year 2020, of this quarantine crazy year. The cat ran by. Thank you for what is currently a 20-minute trailer, but it is a test. So be sure to tune in.
And I'm confident that this whole thing's going to turn out great. I just don't like being under pressure. I don't like it. It's not my style, man. What? I'm doing it. Oh, God. I mean, oh, my stomach hurts so bad. Are we rolling? Okay, look. Don't pay any attention to that. Greg Turner here. You might remember me from the seminal punk rock band in L.A., Angry Samoans. See, that was me on the back. I'm not BSing you. It's called Santa Fe. You wake up one day to find no reason.
So here we are, Julesworks people, and Melanie and I talked about how this, George Martin just bought a train. I don't know if you saw that. So we know, like the way Tom Hanks' train is going, that movie where he went all around the universe. There could be people watching this show on Pluto and Titan. That's the beauty of it. Usually we do this live, but everybody knows that I, as the host, am hunkered down. I'm always quarantined, and I'm safe here on Galisteo Court in South Santa Fe. No one could ever find me, right? No one can ever find me because I am safe. I usually wear a mask, but I took it off for this occasion. And here we are with one of the most loyal performers of Julesworks. This is the very talented writer, performer, and friend Rose Provan, right?
I hope that's right. That was my name the last time that I looked at it, except for some reason, Zoom calls me user Rose Provan. And I don't know if that makes me a drug user or just a user.
I don't
Life defined, and no thoughts left to call your own. No life that's bright enough. Got it, you got it, you got it. A precious human lifetime. Let me see your light shine, shining while you got time. Let me feel your love mine. In darkness and a tone. My baby's left, she's gone away. She said she's gone to Santa Fe. No words were whispered to explain on an empty.
And Shannon, my girlfriend, gave that to me. The next Zoom video I got to change again. I didn't have this on for Regina, and I had a different hat. And I think now is let's see. I'm gonna look at the time. We're about 15 minutes in, so
Okay.
some of that may make it, some not. But
It's all good.
I'm gonna get into character here.
All right.
So here we are now, Julesworks Follies viewers, whatever part of the planet. I think
I'm kind of like a moth. Probably that could be a theme for this event.
that's what Regina's story is, a rent-a-log.
Right.
Moth for a rent-a-log.
So I'm always kind of drawn to the unusual and the creative, and so you suit me fine, and our city suits me fine.
Even did you see who popped up when I shut the door? Roger Moore.
Oh, I see him now.
Yep. Got that. We got that when he died, and we showed one of his movies at the Cocteau. So I've got a lot of movie posters if you need any. And
Yeah, I can see the Star Wars.
well, that's a given, of course. Yeah. Can you see the hat I put on for you? I changed.
Oh, I see.
I'm not wearing the same thing for everyone. I had this shirt on you.
Oh, look at the cat.
I need and.
Piece of paper, she just signed her name. As the days go by, keep wondering why there was no other way.
Girls at Starbucks be like, I'll take it like soda. Actually, no, give me all your soda.
Good morning, old soldier. Shall I play your reveille or sing? Can't get up in the morning like you always did for me. Come on.
And it's for a Western writer. I don't know Will Bagley, but Johnny Boggs is someone who's on my one of these days to have as a guest list.
Johnny Boggs is a reprobate. You need to watch out for him.
Reprobate? I gotta look that up. What does it mean? He'll kick my butt. He'll eat me alive.
Scoundrel. He's a scoundrel.
He is. No, I know.
We've both been at the Western Writers, and in fact, Red was receiving one of the awards that he's received from that organization. And we just met in the bar, started talking. We were both wearing cowboy hats, and I guess he decided that meant I was okay at least to talk to begin with, and got to be friends. And he's just an amazing poet, playwright, an old curmudgeon. I'll tell you what.
Is there anything? There you are.
There are.
You're sideways. What happened?
I'm sideways. Well,
there you go. Get your coffee kicking in.
Yeah, here we go.
All right, let me switch the glare. You know what? You talk for a minute because I don't like that glare behind me, and we'll see what I can do about that. All right?
Okay, I
just
can talk.
Tell a story or something.
Tell a story.
Precious teachings are coming in clear, coming in clear, coming in clear. Precious human lifetime, let me see your light shine, shining while you got time. Let me feel your love mine.
Santa Fe's international legendary theater impresario, Argos McCullum, is what you became.
Oh my gosh! All right, well, I'll try to live up to that heavy title.
I know that would I'd probably start crying if I ever made that kind of title, but I won't, so I don't have to worry about it. Radio Nut host here, hiding out in South Santa Fe, Galisteo Court. No one could ever find me. I'm safe. I'm usually masked. No one could ever get to me, even before these dangerous times. You know how us radio people are, right?
Right.
And
Yeah. Down there in the bunker with all the creative stuff going on, right?
It's something crazy, yeah.
Crazy creative.
Occasionally, people like you let me out. But you and I, we got to be Cheech and Chong twice.
We've done Cheech and Chong.
And this go around for Julesworks. Thank you so much for. There's no good reason for you to participate other than the kindness of your heart, and that's much appreciated.
Well, it's quite fun, and Edna St. Vincent Millay is quite an American poet.
Yes.
And so it's good to be able to bring her words to life.
And so you just introduced what your contribution to the show is, which is you have posted a video of what's the name of Edna St.
The Ballad of the Harp Weaver by Edna St. Vincent Millay.
Right. But you did a terrific reading that the audiences will see on Sunday, May 31st at 4:00 when our show premieres, the 63rd, not quite live, not quite monthly Julesworks Follies on the Jean Cocteau Virtual Cinema. The first screening, 4:00 that Sunday. That will not be the only screening, but I just.
Oh man, can't wait. Looking forward to it. The responsibility of theater, I believe, as Miguel Hernandez, the Spanish poet, said, poetry and theater are excellent weapons of war.
Poetry. We've got that.
Right. You're a faithful contributor on both sides of the stage. Well, we sure thank you for your help there, Jules, and
thank you for
including me in number 63, you said? 63?
63rd, yeah. It was meant to happen live at the Cocteau on at the end of April. You've grown a tail.
A tail? Oh, the tail. No, the tail belongs to the cat.
Oh, it's perfect. Stella's watching, but she's
congratulations. Hopefully it'll stay moth free.
Well, not moth free, but moth better. I think you're in that realm. I think your furry friends have helped you too, because some of the stories I've heard have been awful.
Oh boy.
A few people around the world may connect right at 4:00 because we've got a small town mayor from Ohio, Lehman Kessler, who's performed that H.P. Lovecraft show at the Cocteau a couple times.
All right.
He's sent me a video of channeling Carl Sagan and a video channeling H.P. Lovecraft with some advice for these quarantines for us.
All right.
You remember Lenny Hoffman, who used to live here?
Oh, yeah.
Lenny sent me a video or two.
Did he?
And I don't know if you ever knew Brett Berman, but he's just sent me a video, right? Putting it all together. Well, Argos, the world will look forward to hearing your rendition of the
Ballad of the Harp Weaver.
Yes, it's very good. As you say, macabre and fitting, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And
Thank you. Have a good one. Be safe.
You too. Stay good. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Greetings. I'm Carl Sagan. Like my good friend Howard, I too have found myself reanimated into this current new world. And while it's a fascinating experience to see so much technological advancement, so many changes in societal mores. One thing that I find all too familiar is the scurrilous, magical thinking that pervades this era.
Right, and I'm not, I haven't given up, but I mean, it is to be taken seriously. And a clown that he is no clown. He's not a clown. And worse are those people around. Yeah, well, you're welcome. Thank you for asking. So you're going to tell us when and how and who and why and all of that.
Coming to the Jean Cocteau Cinema will be this here. It is That's right, folks. Be sure to tune in Sunday, May 31st for the premiere at 4 o'clock Mountain Time, 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern, around the globe, thanks to George Martin's new train and virtual cinema of the Jean Cocteau. The Julesworks Follies 63rd, not quite live, safe, quarantined episode will premiere. It will feature many, many things, the likes of one of our most loyal fans and audience members whose family have grown up, Crystal McKenzie and Lexi and Lance. Lots of puppets will be involved. And yes, so you will see when you tune in, starting at 4, a lovely array of music, poetry, and more. Just like we usually do live, this one's gonna be coming to you on the Jean Cocteau Virtual Cinema free. Starting at 4 o'clock Sunday, May 31st, you're going to hear the Greg Turner Band with a couple songs. Bird Thompson, poetry, lots of poetry. Little Lance is doing new snippets. The return of Danette Sills. Lehman Kessler, a small-town mayor from Ohio, will be channeling H.P. Lovecraft and Carl Sagan with some tips for these current times. Lanny Hoffman, a former resident of these parts, is going to serenade us with the greatest flamingo ever. Jim Jones joins for the first time with some of his beautiful, legendary cowboy music. And Jules and Jim do Red Shuttleworth, an amazing writer, some of his poems. We get this is all hosted by the Jules Radio Nut. Where could he be? I just don't know. A real-life short story, Moth Rent-A-Log from Virginia Rest. Bird Thompson will have a music and video. Lands will be telling stories about girls at Sonic be like and dudes at Starbucks be like. Jim Jones carries on. More snippets of news from Lance and Jerry. Puppets, like I say. Poetry from Bird Thompson, like I say, in several parts. Dan Burkhath and his partner are going to zoom in a little bit about their podcast. There's lots of Zoom in this show. Argos McCullum, Santa Fe's Teatro Paraguas and Theater Impresario, and Santa Fe International legend will read a snippet of Edna St. Soleil's The Harp Weaver poem. Danette Sills has 2 original pieces. Devin Ludlow, speaking of puppets, will return a little chat and some of his pandemic tips from Stan and hopefully Andy Kirkpatrick music. Danette Sills and Jules Radio Nut will return to speaking to Danette Sills, George Rerun Martin, to get the real scoop about what's going down with the Song of Ice and Fire series books. More poetry, more news, so on. And another former Santa Fe resident, PQ River, with a song, The Evolution of Evlis, by Coptic Nerve and PQ River. And then we will carry the show on Sunday the 31st with more poetry, more snippets, a poetical outburst by Jules and Bird, videoed by Mima Obo and Jennifer Ingram, more music from Jim Jones, more of Lexi from the Clan of Crystal's signature poetry. Rose Provan, one of the Loyalist performers, carries on. Grandma Goes Online, a new story. You find out what happens. Cliffhanging More from Greg Turner. Melanie Lamb Faithful joining for the first time with some poetry and more. Some news snippets. More from Lehman Kessler channeling Carl Sagan. Jim Jones. God returns to Chatting with God, hopefully, as well as Dennis Sills. God. Rose, Lexi, and Lance McKenzie. And we hope to find a way to get Terry Deers, though it won't be brand new, with his traditional musical finale. So that's what you will find when you tune in on the 31st to the Jean Cocteau Cinema. Relax. Snoopy has a note. Nothing is under control. I was very proud to say that I could have a Jules and Jim. If you're a fan of cinema and French film, you know why. And to wind this all down, for one thing, somebody please become president. But it's time to shut this down because it's true. Cat security is coming around. Therefore, it is just about time which leads, of course, the best thing about this show not being live, in addition to including people from around the planet that usually couldn't be in it, have never been in it, I've never met, is that I'll be able to watch just like you. So, Sunday, the 31st of May, 4 o'clock on the Jean Cocteau Cinema, free. Check out the Julesworks Follies. Not quite live, but safe, beautiful show. Oh my goodness, why can't I keep one document open? Trailer. I'm winding it down because clearly I need to wind down. You gotta be pooping me. What? I'm looking for just a few words and they don't want to pop up. So I carry on. Oh, that's the way the world goes round. What a fun day, the next you're down. It's a half an inch of water and you think you're gonna drown. That's the way that the world goes round. There it is. All I wanted to do is once more say May 31st, 4 o'clock Mountain Time, Jean Cocteau Cinema. Not quite monthly, not quite live this time. Live-ish, free-ish. Monthly-ish, Julesworks Follies. Free, quarantined, open jamboree hoodandy coming for you. Not quite anniversary, annual-ish birthday salutes. Would have happened at the end of April. Instead, Julesworks Follies 63rd, not quite monthly. Variety show. Not quite live, safely quarantined edition. Premiering 4 o'clock on Sunday, May 31st on the Jean Cocteau Virtual Cinema.